Billy came in and said he's going to divorce his wife.
He was just looking for ground.
Man. What's your story on your wife, man? Can you get her under control?
I can't imagine that she would do something capriciously like that. Just run up and try to hurt somebody's feelings. She's not.
Well, she didn't mean to.
Person.
She's passive aggressive. Probably. She's probably jealous of Allison on some level.
I think she was all wound up from being at the birthday show, but I also think that maybe people were saying, "Oh, I don't like Allison's new hair color."
Well, what's she got to do?
I know
there's a reason to go over and say something to somebody. You go out to talk to somebody, you know that the message you're going to deliver is either going to make them feel good or make them feel bad.
Poor Billy's so polite and everything. Now he's got to deal with his wife not being polite.
Well, that's what's wrong with partners.
And now Billy's got to explain off his wife.
Yeah, he's responsible.
Don't even try. We should call your wife.
I think we should.
I didn't see it happen. I wish I did.
No, Allison came home.
Did she tell you about it?
No, Allison came home and just said to me, "Hey,
Was she hurt? Was she hurt?"
Well, I think on some level, she's got a pretty thick skin, my wife, and she's tried to sort of, people like to comment on her every minute. Most women like to come up to her and just say, "How can you be married to him?" All the things he says.
Get a pretty thick skin after that.
Yeah, right. I mean, imagine every woman in the world comes up to you. How can you be married to him? Meanwhile, they all want to be married to me, from what I can tell.
Yeah, as soon as she dumps you, they'll be right there.
Yeah, right. They'll be like, "I don't know how your wife could have been married to you, but I could be married to you."
I could be your wife.
Yeah, they always go like, "How could you be married to him?" In other words, like, "Yeah, gee, must be horrible being the wife of a celebrity." What are you talking about? Most of these women, they're dying to be famous or be known.
Yeah, they'd rather be married to Herbie the plumber.
Yeah. Well, that's what drives them crazy. They're married to Herbie the plumber, and then they meet up with my wife, and they're like, "Oh, how could you be married to him?" What is it?
It's a very uneasy V. West on the phone.
Oh, okay.
I said, "Come on." She goes, "I'd rather chop up my tongue than be on this show."
Well, V wants to be an actress, too, so she's probably jealous of my wife.
She's got some airtime for herself.
Right. Now she's got some airtime. V?
Yes.
You know what it is? And my wife has to deal with all of these wives. Not just V. I mean, she has to deal with the wives and all their, all the crap. So me and my wife just stay in the house and hide from everyone.
Well, come on.
Right.
You can't hide.
So V, so people probably curious what I'm talking about. So V, we're at the birthday show. My wife walks in.
Maybe V ought to tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, V, what happened?
I saw your wife.
Right.
And I know she had her hair changed, the color, and I think it looks very nice, particularly in the photographs. I think it looks really good in photographs.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw her, I said a really stupid thing. And the second after I said it, if it had been me and somebody had said what I said, so which one, please, if you're going to quote me exactly.
What did you say?
I don't care what anybody thinks. I think your hair looks great, which was a stupid thing to say. And I admit that. And in the future, believe me.
I thought you said that you were that a lot of people. You walked up to her and said, "I'm taking a survey around here about your hair color, and I've taken the survey, and I like your hair. I think it looks really nice, but most people here don't like." So my wife started to freak out. She goes, "Well, who's in the survey?"
Howard, number one, I was at your party to have fun. I'm not a census taker. I didn't take a survey, and I wouldn't make a comment like that.
I heard you took a survey.
Okay, well, I'm telling you exactly what I said. Because right after I said it, if it had been me and somebody said that to me, I would have just focused on the positive and said, "Oh, thank you." But I didn't realize Allison was very sensitive about it, I guess.
No. Allison is sensitive. Oh, I see. How do you know this, that Allison is sensitive?
Because I can't believe a stupid... Because if it had been me and somebody said that, I would have said, "Oh, thank you very much." She immediately said to me, "Who said this? Who doesn't like my hair?"
Well, you admitted that you knew it was a stupid statement. You can't you can't judge how somebody's going to take something and don't.
Everybody judges.
Particularly sensitive simply because she listened to what you said.
Everybody judges my wife.
Can you name the other names, hon, and just drag everybody down with
No. Yeah, right. I'll go in my own twisted bowl.
The other names mentioned were...
she mentioned names?
I didn't mention it.
Well, see, Jessica was involved. You know Jessica, who used to be an intern here?
No.
She was involved in the survey. I think...
please, Howard, this is fabrication. I'm going to hang up the phone. That's not true.
What are you talking about?
That's not true.
All right, get my wife on the phone, Gary.
I can't believe this. Billy.
What?
Billy.
Billy wasn't there.
Billy wasn't there. Give him a break.
No, but you see, it was the one morning I was at a friend's house. I was sleeping. I missed the show. And this is what I get to wake up to.
What happened? Where's my wife?
As a good producer I am, I was immediately trying to get your wife on the phone for 5 minutes.
Oh, but you couldn't?
It's busy. She wouldn't have taken the phone off the hook, would she?
No. She's probably just sleeping with the baby.
Yeah, it's busy.
Yeah. Anyway, so... I don't know. It was really weird. Like, people are always saying weird stuff.
If you really liked her hair, why wouldn't you just go up and say, "Oh, Allison, I like your hair"?
No, people are really always saying weird stuff to my wife.
You know what, Robin? Believe you me, I have learned the hard way, as we're all witness to. That's exactly what I'd say in the future. Or better yet, whenever I'm around you guys, I very rarely say anything to you guys. It's very intimidating. I tend to talk to people I feel more comfortable with, like Fred.
Oh, and don't like us.
No, it's not that I don't like you. It's intimidating. I never said I didn't like you. Please don't put those words in my mouth. I like you guys fine. I love the show. I was someone that went from hating the show, forced to listen to it because of my husband, and I'm the biggest fan going. I think you guys are brilliant, and I love the show.
I think if I get single, Billy's the first one to get a divorce.
Well, you've been waffling between
and then Jackie
and Billy for a while now.
And then
I think Billy's going to leave early today to get one.
Billy's being awfully quiet.
Yeah. No, I want to set an example. I don't interface with anybody.
I've learned the hard way. You've got it right.
No, it's not the hard way. It's just a matter of courtesy. You walk up to someone and you don't see. B doesn't know my wife really.
Often, yes.
And you walk up to someone and you go. And my wife is so evaluated by everyone and everything, and most women are very jealous of that on some level because. They do want it. Everyone would like to be in the spotlight.
He gets a lot of attention, and they would like to be the center of that.
Right.
Attention.
It would be very exciting for V to be in that center of attention. V, you want to be an actress, right? You just had your headshots done, right? Yeah, exactly. Another actress. But
headshots.
It's just So my wife walks in, and right away, according to my wife, it was like. Hey, I like your hair, but I'm taking a survey around here, and
not too many people
not too many people around here like it.
I wouldn't. It's just not. No, that's not. I never said anything about taking a survey.
Can't you get my wife on the phone?
No, I'm still busy.
Don't you have any other numbers, Howard?
Yeah, I do. Hold on. Let me see. What's my number again? Hold on, B. I'll get you into People's Court in a second.
Thanks so much.
I'll be Lance Ito.
Sit back and enjoy it.
Oh, I'm having a party, Robin.
All right, you're gonna call this number, and you're gonna take this number, and you're gonna throw it out, okay? And you're gonna
Don't
call
ever
me
look at that number again.
All right, go ahead. All right. Now my wife will kill me for bringing this up.
And I felt so terrible. The next thing I said after she said that was, "Oh my God, I just wanted to say something nice to you. I can't believe it came out this way." But I guess that didn't get mentioned.
Yeah, maybe it did. All I know is my wife was like, "Oh my God, God."
She walks out of her house early in the morning one day, and
I don't mind that everyone. What she said to me, I don't mind that everyone evaluates me. It's just weird that people come up and start telling me their evaluations.
Oh, that's the most amazing thing. What people will say.
But how come she only tells you the negative ones? The time that I was shopping in Ollinger's, and some guy was talking about you and talking about what a beautiful wife you have, and how you shouldn't be going on about all these women when you've got a wife like that at home who looks better than half the women in your book.
Oh, that
doesn't get mentioned.
Please tell that to my wife that I shouldn't be talking about other women.
I can tell you exactly.
Don't say that to her is what I'm saying. That's even worse.
Oh, okay.
That's even worse. You're going up to my wife and going, "Howard shouldn't talk about other women. You're very beautiful." I mean, why would you say that?
Say that, Howard.
Why do all these wives get between me and my wife?
Tell you what, believe me, I'll throw your wife in the same category as you and Robin, and less is more. I just won't say anything.
Yes, that's the answer.
You got it.
Why would you want to say to my wife? What's the matter?
Why can't
Where's my wife?
Say hello.
All right. Hey, honey, help me out here.
Howard, I wasn't even listening.
Oh.
What are you doing?
You're starting World War III.
I'm arguing with Billy's wife.
Allison, I'm getting her in shape. Can I tell Howard what we just discussed, what you just said?
What?
She just said, "What's Howard talking about?" And because Allison goes, "I just woke up. What's Howard talking about?" I go, "He's talking to V about your hair." And she just went, "Oh." And then she went like this. She said, "F him."
F him.